Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing all right. Things are looking up a little bit now. I obviously, after getting crashing out of the Champions League and no European football, I decided that I was going to use the rest of the season to build up the team how I wanted them to be, and I was going to buy as many players as I possibly can and buy players for certain roles. Like, for example, we are lacking leadership. So I wanted, say, a defender with good leadership, yet still strong. That sort of thing, you know, strong free kick taker, blah, blah, blah. I put offer in for about 7 different players, and we only got 2 because of work permits. I'm not too sure how these work permits are going, to be honest with you, how they're working, because I'll show you one of them. He's still here. Capriani, a good player from Barcelona. The first offer was 10 million and 30 million over 48 months. So 40 million altogether, but you'll see him in a second. At the moment, I'm trying to loan him, but that's only to see if he's worth the 40 million. And even then, he needs to play for his country. We can get him on loan, we just can't buy him. Now, although he hasn't played for Italy, he is still top notch. I would have played him as a poacher. So his composure, anticipation, he's fast, finishing's good. Yeah, everything you want from a poacher is very good. Now, I would assume that he would get a work permit based on how good he's going to be for the league. Let me just bring up the... What am I looking for? Here we go. Ladbrokes Premiership. And then if we go to rules... Now, where is the... work permits? Okay, so work permits, appeal bid, blah blah blah. See, players with good potential. So you're trying to tell me this guy hasn't got good potential for the league? I'll click on him again, and because I think he's going to be brilliant, and you know he's not going to light the world on fire. But he has great potential. And there was like 3 or 4 of them like this. And, you know, I went for a left back, I went for a right back, I went for wingers. And they all got their work permits rejected. So they're kind of shooting me in the foot here. Shooting themselves in the foot as well. So, because if Italy don't want to play him, then I'm sure Scotland will grab him up. Anyway, the formation that I'm working on is this. Due to the work permit issues and all the rest of it, I had to be a bit creative, and it's working. There's no 2 ways around it, it's working. With the transfer window, I tried to sell Kramer. Nobody would buy him for the money I want. Same with James Smith and Caesar Quinn. Is it Caesar Quinn or is it... I think it was Caesar Quinn. Is he on the transfer? Yeah, Caesar Quinn wanted first team football. So I thought, well, if he's going to start bitching, I'm going to get rid of him. And nobody would pay the money for him either. Admittedly, he's only worth 4 million, but I'd want 10 for him because he is a bloody good player, and nobody's willing to put that money in. So yeah, we haven't really sold anybody. Alberto Bengo is going at the end of his contract, and we've had a couple of people wanting Lopez, and that's a youngster. However, we have brought in 2 players, like I said. The first can't play for us because he's played for he's played for 2 clubs this season already. He's 19-year-old Englishman. I see him on the right, as a right midfielder, as the winger. He attracted me mainly because his acceleration and his crossing. If we work on his passing he could be, and his technique, he could be fantastic for us. He likes to switch the ball to the other flank, plays 1-2s. So quick little nippy player that can pass it around, run up that wing, whip it in, head, goal. That's what I was after. And yeah, he'll play next season. And we've also got a new striker, Ace Vido, I believe it is, the Uruguayan. Again, as the poacher, very good, fast. He's got good finishing. He's off the ball's good. He's composed. I like him a lot. And the reason I've been looking for a poacher was because Zach Rudden, although I love the guy, I love him to bits, he was the issue. Now, I've started playing the game on extended highlights, and I'm going to start doing that from now on, because it allows me to, not monitor the game, but like analyse the game better. I get to see more of what's happening instead of just goals. So we'll probably only have one game, and it'll be a little bit more talky, but it's working. So I'm sticking to what's working, and I'll show what I mean when it says it's working. Obviously we lost to Monaco. That was the last game that you saw. And since then, we're unbeaten. We've scored in every game. We've had a couple of draws, but they've all been pretty good. And one person has been impressive. We'll go through. So, Zach Rudden scored himself an 83rd minute goal against Hamilton to win it 1-0. I was a bit disappointed, but this was the first game. I changed the tactic up. I moved people into positions that they're not really used to, and got them training it, and it still worked. Celtic, Zach Rudden, 5 minutes in, we scored the goal, we dominated the game. Celtic didn't even have a look in. It's as simple as that. Aberdeen, bit disappointing with this one, but we had to fight. It was pretty much end to end. And then Aaron McCarthy scored. 2 minutes later, Tim Penfold got himself one. I'll take it. As I said, still getting used to new positions, blah, blah, blah. And then we played Hearts. Tim Penfold got himself a hat-trick. And yeah, I've been giving Tim a lot of crap recently. And it turns out that he likes the false 9 position in a 4-4-2. Who knew? Dundee, again, they kind of dominated us, to be honest with you. We got quite lucky here, but Douglas Costa got himself the equalising goal in the 68th minute. I'll take it for this game. It's not a great result, but I would have, better than the loss. And we played Partick Thistle. We won 4-1 again, and Tim Penfold got himself a hat-trick again. Admittedly, a penalty in the 89th minute, but another hat-trick for Tim. So, come on, Tim. Awesome. Kilmarnock, 2-0. Zach Rudden, Tim Penfold. And then this was the game we brought in the Ace Vido, Ace Ventura. It was 2-0 against St Johnstone. Douglas Costa and Ace Ventura getting themselves goals. We dominated the game. And today you'll be seeing the Scottish Cup 4th round. Now, what's changed is obviously the 4-4-2, but we have Penfold as the false 9. We're training Lopez as the winger on the left. Now, let me just... I can't click there because he's training it, but if you click here, his acceleration's okay, his pace is okay, his technique is okay, his dribbling 16, he's determined, it's at 19. So I think with a bit of training, and his preferred foot is left as well, so with a bit of training, and once he learns it and improves his attributes, he could be brilliant on that left-hand side, and that's where I see his future. We've moved Nori out to the right. He's always been a very versatile player, but he's got the stats for it, and I thought, well, with a bit of training, why not? And he's doing well. He's doing well on that right. And then the rest have stayed the same, pretty much. As I said, the false 9 and the poacher. Back line, We've been playing control, flexible, and we're exploiting the flanks, hitting early crosses, and playing higher tempo. It's working. It's working. I don't know. I'm still having to do tweaks during the game, but that's fine. I'm quite happy to do that. And yeah, let's get into this game. But as I said, Berwick today, Scottish Cup. We always do the Scottish Cup. We usually do 2, but oh god, I need a goalkeeper. However, with it being on extended highlights, I'm probably only going to be able to do 1 game per episode now. I hope you don't mind that too much. You know, it's just the way it's going to be. Also, I've had a bit of an issue with Sort It Out SI. Basically, the new series I wanted to do was Birmingham City after Gary Rowett had got sacked. If you don't know the story, 14th of December, Gary Rowett got sacked after a win against Ipswich because of the new owners. And we were 7th at the time, and Franco Zola's come in and... yeah, look at the table now. Honori with a free kick. Okay, that's wide. So I wanted to take over. And the game keeps crashing. Woolley with the header, and Rojas has got it. Nope. We are pressuring high. I like this. And yeah, Nori with another free kick. It's over. Yeah, it keeps crashing. So I'm trying to sort that out. And if I don't get it sorted, you will see another season of Rangers. But we'll see. We'll see what happens first. I'm trying to, you know, get that dealt with, and maybe come up with a couple more ideas. We are peppering Berwick. Is it Berwick? Berwick? I don't know why I'm changing the way I'm saying it all of a sudden. Berwick. Yeah, we're dominating this game. They've got the possession, but we've had a lot of shots. 0 on target, which is disappointing. And that makes me think that we need to stop having pot shots. So instead of hit early crosses, I'm going to get them to work the ball into the box. I'm going to slow down the pace a little bit. Not that slow, just to normal. And yeah, let's see if that can make the difference. Ace Fido is still getting used to the team. He doesn't speak English yet. He is on a course. And we've got Zach Wooden on the bench if he doesn't perform, which will be fine. See Penfold having a pot shot from outside the box again. We still haven't had a shot on target. I've got a feeling the first shot on target will be a goal. I reckon it will be a goal. Right. McCann, Nori collects that to Kramer, Penfold, Lopez. Right, they're pushed quite high up there, aren't they? They're very structured. I like it. They're doing well to keep us out. We're going to have to go over the defence's head, I think. I think that's the only way. The work the ball into the box isn't going to work. We need to go... we need to go a bit more direct. So, the work the ball into the box isn't working. So let's get rid of that. It's still hit early crosses. And let's go more direct passing. Right. You just need to get these shots on target, and we've got this one in the bag quite easily, I would say. And fingers crossed we can get through. It'd be embarrassing if we got knocked out to Berwick. They are in like League 2, so yeah, we should be absolutely dominating this. But this is the issue with extended. You never know which highlight is a goal, and they're coming at us now. They're having pot shots themselves. Nobody's got a shot on target yet. The fans will be really disappointed with this. And I'm going to take Ace Vido off and bring Zach Wooden on. Anybody else who needs changing? Nobody under 6.7, but I am going to give them a bollocking all the same. We're going to go attacking as well. Start pressuring them up the pitch. Start getting at them, because we should be dominating this one. There's no two ways around it. And I've done nothing but big this tactic and this team up, and it's biting me in the backside a little bit at the moment. Right, it's still the first highlight, I believe. Jackson misses. Things are looking very even. We've had a half chance. Norrie, terrible free kick. We need to get Douglas Costa on. He's our free kick taker. Kramer, McCann. He's coming at us, and Rojas comes in behind. That's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And Johnson. I am going to actually... Rojas is on the 6.6. So what I'm going to do is bring Norrie into the middle and bring Douglas Costa onto the right, and he is our main free kick taker. So the amount of free kicks that they're giving us, I can hopefully he can put one into the back of the net. They are giving us a really tough time here, and I'm worried they're going to get like a lucky goal, but this is definitely different to what I've been seeing. That's for sure. Like Norrie with the free corner. Kramer knocks it back out to Norrie. Back to Kramer. Whips it in. Penfold. Back to Norrie. Douglas Costa. Come on, somebody do something. Don't get countered. Don't get countered. McCann. No. McCarthy. A beat. Ooh. Oh, that was the first shot on target didn't go in for Berwick. That's one thing. Can we get ours in, please? Right, we're hitting 75 minutes now. Right, okay. Let's put them on wingers. Let's push the wingers up a little bit. We're gonna push Kramer up, and can somebody do a better... Let's bring in Lucas Moura there and change him to an attacking midfield. Okay. Let's see if Moura can change the game a little bit here. This is a very disappointing game. Really poor. Norrie with the free kick. He scores it. Why isn't Douglas Costa taking it? It doesn't matter. We finally got one. The first shot on target goes in. It takes 80 minutes for a shot to get on target and to get put in the net. That is really, really poor. But I'll take it. Honestly, after the season we've had, I know we've been on good form recently, but the season we've had, I will take anything. It's they were giving us a lot of free kicks. Norrie finally puts one in, and it's, as I said, one shot on target, one goal. It's disappointing though, very disappointing. And I will have a look at the analysis to see who's peppering the shots. I think most of them were just free kicks though, to be honest. I think we saw at least 4 or 5 free kicks going just wide, just over. So it's not as bad as it looks. It does look bad, but, you know, if you get your free kicks on target, that would be a bonus, but hey ho. You can understand them not getting those on target. Rudden, 2-0. Lucas Moura to Zach Rudden, who's fired it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. And that's the second shot on target, second goal. And the two substitutes work well together. And Berwick are crumbling now. 81st minute. I think that's it for Berwick. Can they get one back? No. Just for the sake of their pride, they can't. And it looks a bit better now. It's, as I said, with the amount of free kicks they were giving away, there should have been a goal earlier. But if they're kicking you every time you get near the 18-yard box, then what can you do? McLaughlin. I think it's McLaughlin. Oh, Allen's... Oh, he handballed it. I saw it like stuttered for a second then. I saw it going into the net. But that will be it. I'm going to quickly, when this game ends, which will be any second now, Woolley clears that. Ball for Jackson. Tries to get it to Penfold. Takes it away. Norrie, Moura. Spreads the play to Douglas Costa. And this will be the last highlight, but is there a third goal in it for us? Rudden, Douglas Costa, out to Sterling, whips it in. Lucas Moura with the third goal, and that's 3 shots on target, 3 goals. It looks not too bad, considering in the last 10 minutes, the fitness has obviously come into play here, and they've crumbled. Nori's free kick was due, considering how many bloody free kicks we had. So the 3 chances that we did get on target all went in. So let's have a quick look at the shots for Rangers. The goals I'm not really that interested in. So let's have a quick look. Nori, so that's 1, 2. Okay. Who's 40? Tim Penfold had a couple of pot shots. Other than that, it was only a couple of free kicks. But it seems like, it just seemed that because they were structured, we were having shots from outside the box and we weren't getting them on target. Again, disappointing, but hey-ho, I will take it. It is a 3-0 victory, and we go on to the next round. Now, when I'm going to see you again is going to be a bit tricky, to be honest with you. Because usually at this point we'd play Euro or Champions League, and we don't have that. So you will get the joy of seeing... Do I do... Right, okay, what I'll do, I'll decide nearer the time, but you will see a game either just before the split, so maybe Partick Thistle, or after the split, maybe Celtic or somebody along that lines. It may come down to being an important game, with Celtic quite close to us. I don't know, but you'll see another game at least. And next episode, I'll keep you up to date with what's going on with my the Birmingham City save and whether it's actually going to stop being corrupt or not. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed kind of the new format I've got going on. It's a bit more chilled out. You have to hear my voice a bit more, but you know, is that really a bad thing? I would say it is, but I'll let you decide that one. And we're doing alright. We're not doing too bad at all. So, I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.